So what we try and teach is that there is no judgment in that space, and allowing them to dig even deeper adds to. So if you approached me and said to me, "I want to lose 10 kilograms," I will say why, and then some people will get very stuck in that answer. They would like, "Well, is it because I want to look good? Is it because I want to feel good? Is it?" And sometimes it has nothing to do with their appearance, but everything to do with their mindset. So it's just knowing that why is probably one of the most key things. And you're right. There's no bullshit. You need to sit there and really know, why do I want this? Why do I want to be fitter? Why do I want to lose? Why do I want to change the way I eat? And it really comes down to knowing your why to keep you motivated. So those are the initial things that we do to get you started. And that's where I sort of try and clarify the more to your question, which is, okay, what do we want more of? Is it that you want more health and vitality, which are very, very overarching words, or is the more specific? Do you want your pants to fit you so that when you walk into a boardroom, you actually feel confident? And then that's very specific because, and that means more to that person than just feeling healthy and vital, right? So it really is an understanding of what is, you'll only understand what you want more of when you get to your why.
Gosh, I love so much what you said. I mean, starting with lights them up because
Mm,
honestly, you went from lights them up to vision of you to why, and then wrapping it up with we judge ourselves, right? So it's like
mm,
it's almost impossible to get to that why, honestly, if you just keep judging yourself, because it's like I gotta dump my husband because he's a loser and I can been putting it off and it's holding me back, or this job or the things that are really tough, the honest things, but it so comes down to what lights you up. Right? I mean, if you're just honest about what you really just gets you off, what joneses you, what lights you up inside, it'll help you with a vision of yourself, which will help you get to that why. Right? But until you do
mhm.
that, until you're honest about really what lights you up, I just love that you said that. And I love that you bring that out of people because God, that is so crucial. We won't do it by ourselves. We're too afraid.
We won't. We're too afraid, and you need someone to hold that space for you and push you to get to that. So it's interesting around what lights you up because people who haven't had that experience or haven't honored it, I suppose.
Right?
Yes, deal with, and this is why I actually went into nutrition in the first place, even, as a psychologist. I'm a registered nutritionist and I practice as a nutritionist, but the psychology part of this is so fascinating because if you haven't honored that, I see it and you will see it in our response to and our beliefs around food as well. So what tends to become a pattern are things like emotional eating in this space. Okay, if we're directly relating it to the nutrition piece,
What do you think
because
people fight more? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to cut you off, but just it just made me think. What do you think people fight more? Sitting down and being honest with themselves and finding what lights them up, or being honest with food and where they are with food?
what a question. Do you want to come work with me?
Yes. We'll start a US branch
That was so
of your
that was a
company.
great question. I'm being serious. I haven't been asked that before, and you're so right. So what do they resist more is, ask me that again.
What do you think
That
people
again.
fight you on more? Being able to be honest with themselves and would admit where they need to be and why, or their relationship with food.
The former. There's a huge resistance to the why. That they can become in the space with me, they can become incredibly honest very quickly around their food habits, and I can identify very quickly where a lot of those habits stems from, especially if they're childhood embedded habits, or trauma related habits, or stress related habits from adulthood. But when it comes to them becoming more aware of their why, that's a difficult one. Their vision is very, very difficult.